Hi, Namaste, Nityanandam, and thank you for tuning in to this very special video. As you can see, I have one of my friends with me today. This is Ma Shiva Yoga, and Ma Shiva Yoga is actually a Balasant of the Nityananda Gurukul. So tell me, Ma, what does it mean to be a Balasant? What's the Gurukul?
See, the speciality of being part of Gurukul itself is much more than experience with Swamiji, and also becoming a Balasan, it's just living our life just for Swamiji. Like, we'll, whatever we want, it's all about what Swamiji wants from us and fulfilling his Anyakara. That is what we call as Balasan.
So for those
And also living to the context, living from the context, the right context, setting the right context, and also living up to how Swamiji wants us to live and manifest all the powers what all Sadashiva gave.
Wow. So for our English viewers, probably a lot of people don't know the word Anyakara. Can you define that, or should I define that?
Yes, Anyakara means what Swamiji wants from Balasans. Like, he wants all of us to manifest powers for us to understand and achieve the maturity, the context from living up to what Swamiji wants and from the right context. And also, then only when we take any responsibility, there will be no decision fatigue where we'll give up on ourselves. It will all be in the space of possibility, and we can make it happen and not giving up in anywhere or for any reason.
Great. So these are a lot of key terms that Ma Shiva Yoga is throwing out. What I want all of you to understand, I've had people comment on videos in the past that it sounds as if Balasants are trained when you hear them speak, because the terminology they use is identical to the terminology Swamiji uses. First thing, for sure they're trained. Second thing, they're not trained to speak something back like parrots. They're trained to speak spontaneously from the heart based on what they've internalized and experienced. So you hear terms like decision fatigue and will persistence and anyakara. All of you who have kids out there, or all of you who are kids, actually all of you in general, whatever vocabulary you're raised with, that's the way you're going to speak. So I don't want to see any dummies out there commenting back saying it sounds like Ma Shiva Yoga has been brainwashed or this or that. These are words that she's using because it's part of our everyday vernacular here. So I just want to set that context before we get into the video's main theme, which is new species. I really, really hope all of you have watched Swamiji is Paramahamsa Shri Nityananda, our Guru. I hope all of you have watched his New Year's message for this year. New Year's is also a sacred day for all of us in his Sangha because it's the anniversary of the Bengaluru Adinam. The place where he stays, his residence, has its anniversary on January 1st. But even more importantly than that, based on the Western calendar, January 1st is Swamiji's own birthday, or as it's called in Sanskrit, Jayanti. So New Year's is celebrated here for a myriad reasons. And each year Swamiji gives us the context for the year to come. A lot of us were taking bets beforehand actually, maybe not the Balasants, but the adults here. We were kind of guessing what's going to be the theme for this year. We all thought, no, without a shadow of a doubt, it's going to be manifesting powers. When Swamiji introduced the theme, it's actually something far beyond that. It's new species. Swamiji says now a new species is being created on planet Earth. Something more than just the next evolutionary step for humanity. Beings who are manifesting all the powers of Sadashiva. But the way Swamiji put it makes me think he certainly knows we all thought manifesting powers would be the theme. He said this year is about something much, much more than just manifesting powers. The new species will manifest the powers, but they will also have a new component to their DNA, which has never previously existed on planet Earth, that is Sadashiva's own DNA. Now, very soon this can be medically, scientifically proven. But even before that, what we just experienced today is more than enough proof for me. Soon you'll see it's more than enough proof for you. Ma Shiva Yoga. What initiation did Swamiji just give all of you?
Just the initiation which Swamiji gave us was the verbalization and visualization. So whatever we want to visualize, we can just verbatimly tell immediately, like within few seconds. Like whatever, even though we know or don't know, even in the calculator, if we give any sum, it will take, will be not able to analyze all the answers at a time. So the Bala sense, we are catching up very quickly. In the Krishna Shila, Swamiji gave this instruction that would apply Jnananjanam on the Krishna Shila and just see, you will be able to see the answers. Anything, whatever, any participant, whatever question it may be, we are not, we will never bother. Because anyway, we are not expressing all this power. Only Sadashiva through us is expressing. And also, we are always saying yes for whatever Swamiji says. Means, Sadashiva is giving this power. We are ready to manifest that, to enrich the world and to enrich us. So, by expressing all these powers, and also Swamiji, day before yesterday only, he initiated all of us. Within 1 or 2 days, we already started expressing. And it was so amazing, like, even I am not able to, couldn't bear this, like, how it's possible.
I know. What I loved is that I was asking her questions. She was looking into the Krishna Shila, which is a stone slab. Actually, in ancient times, Meenakshi, the queen of Madurai, who was an incarnation of Adi Shakti herself, would communicate with all the people in her kingdom, or queendom maybe we should call it, all the people in her queendom through a stone slab. So in each home, one big piece of polished granite was there. Whenever Meenakshi had an announcement to make, she would just appear on that granite in photorealistic HD, maybe more than HD, 3D quality, and deliver that message. It's kind of like now, almost every home has a television set. And if your TV is turned on, for example, if there's a tornado or a tropical storm coming in, it's going to start beeping and going to a red screen, giving you the warning, giving you the update. Whenever there's a message everybody universally needs to know in a community, it's going to come on the television. But it won't work unless the television is turned on. It won't work unless you have electricity. It won't work unless you pay your cable bill. And it's basically a piece of machinery. It's fragile, it can break, you can easily damage it, you can easily burn it out. In the time of Meenakshi, some people ask, why should these practices even be revived? We have modern technology. Actually, the ancient technology is much, much further advanced than what we call modern technology. Because imagine this, if you could have a stone slab, and that stone slab can show you anything anywhere in the world or in the universe, to the most microscopic detail or to the most macroscopic, larger than life detail, which would you prefer? Actually, in the time of Meenakshi, it was too great. Maybe it's okay if I share one personal story now. When I was young, when I was a child, when I was about Ma Shiva Yoga's age, I had one very vivid dream. You're about 16, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, when I was about her age, 16, I had one extremely vivid, full-color dream that I was standing in the middle of a field, and suddenly a woman appeared, full of jewels, wearing traditional, beautiful clothing. I didn't realize it was traditional Indian clothing. I thought it was just some lovely dress. She took my hand, and the moment she held my hand, we were in an indoor setting, a beautiful, very ornate room, and suddenly a huge black granite stone slab came down from the ceiling. She just showed me to look into that slab. As I was staring at it, imagine when you go to the IMAX theater and you put on your 3D glasses in greater than that detail, because it's like it was physically in the room with us. I saw scenes from a young girl's life. So riding horseback, shooting arrows, learning dance, all the way up until there were more children. Now, recently, I went to an Akashic Records reading, and through another Balasant, another Gurukul kid, Makalpalata, I asked, was that Meenakshi? And the answer was yes. Now, what's cool is that this visionary dream came to me years before I even knew who Swamiji was. I found him at 24. This was at 16, so 8 years before I knew Swamiji. Long before I'd ever heard the name Meenakshi, and certainly a long time before I knew what a Krista Shila is, that stone slab in which imagery appears. So this isn't something Swamiji is making up, it's in the Agamas, the revelations of Sadashiva to humanity, how to live, and how to achieve enlightenment, or how to achieve that oneness, the Shuddhadvaita state. So when Shiva Yoga says that she looks into the Krista Shila and the answer appears, I can vouch for it historically. In a previous life I also looked into Krista Shilas and got answers. And I'm sure even in this life Swamiji will initiate the adults very soon. Usually the way it works here, first the Balasants will manifest the power, then the adults will slowly catch up. Maybe quickly now because we're a new species.
In Sadashivam, 80% of them already started manifesting.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, I joined only the last 4 days of Sadashivoham because I was doing another project. But in those 4 days, the very first time I sat down, it was a session for manifesting powers doing body scanning. The first lady I sat with, she asked me, have you been initiated to body scan? I said, no, but Swamiji gave me third eye initiation. So I said, let me just try it. I identified that she has diabetes, high blood pressure, extreme dry skin on her feet, that at that moment she had a headache, and that she was jet-lagged. And I didn't know that she just arrived there that day, but I kept getting the word jet-lagged. She said all 5 of those things are conditions she had, and that she didn't have any other condition that I didn't name. So Ma Shiva Yoga is right. Swamiji has initiated everyone. I'm part of that 81%, actually 85%, I think he said yesterday. Then the other thing is, when we're manifesting these kinds of powers, we don't have to do anything. All we have to do is remember Swamiji gave me this gift and it's going to work. It's too exciting.
Yes.
But what I am most excited about, I told you in my last video, that as soon as I figure out how we can demonstrate these powers in a way that you won't have any room for skepticism, as soon as we can give that kind of a demo, we'll do it. Today, Swamiji gave me the answer how we can do that. Basically, Swamiji just initiated the Balasants into reading through the Krista Shila the answer to any question pertaining to the dimension of length. Recently, he revealed that there are 11 dimensions, and all 11 dimensions are made up of various combinations and permutations of 5-dimensional realms: length, breadth, depth, time, and space. Now, the realm of length has to do with hard fact, distances. For example, right now she and I are sitting. Our friend is holding the camera. It's a measurement of length, how far we are to that camera. Somewhere in the world you're watching this video. You're watching it in a different time than we're filming it. That measurement has to do with the time frequency. But where you are in the world, for example, we're in Bengaluru Adinam, outside of Bidadi in South India. Maybe you're watching this from Los Angeles, California. How far is Los Angeles from where we're sitting? That's a measurement of length. In fact, if you give your exact location, meaning latitude and longitude, and ask Ma Shiva Yoga to look in the Krista Shila, what's the exact distance down to the centimeter where she's sitting to where you're sitting, she can give you the accurate answer. I know this from personal experience. Today I asked her as many questions as I could think of that I thought would really be impossible for somebody to just guess. And she accurately answered every single one of them. I asked her what is the size of the red spot on Jupiter. She gave it exactly. Now what's funny, first it said something like, 24 by 40,000? Something like that. And I said no, or was it 12 by 40,000? 12 by 40,000. That wasn't there on the Google page that I brought up, because I brought it up in kilometers. Sorry, in miles. She found it in kilometers. When I looked it up in kilometers, she was exactly spot on accurate. But she sensed my hesitation. So really quickly, she put down a second answer. In miles. She accurately got in kilometers and in miles. And when she got it in miles, she put the word miles. I asked the surface temperature for the star Arcturus. She got it exactly accurately. Then I Googled it and confirmed her answer. Now, the reason I did it this way, first I asked the question, then I Googled the answer, is that I know these balasants are initiated into third eye reading, which means even without looking at something, they can read what's written. By Googling it after asking the question, I know she's not just reading what's on my computer screen. And it was too cool. Which other questions did you answer?
Most of the question they gave, first of all, participants were giving the math question. It's like 10 digit into 10 digit divide by 10 digit.
Wow.
So within max minimum 2.5 seconds we got getting all these answers. And not only division, in one question so they are giving all the multiplication,
Wow.
subtraction, addition by everything.
Wow. I can say yesterday I ran into my friend Balaji, and I had heard his voice on the microphone while I was walking around, so I knew he had shared something. I asked him, what were you saying on the microphone today? He said, oh, Swamiji just downloaded something into the Balasants. I was sitting with one of them. I gave her a multiplication to do, 9 digits multiplied by 9 digits, and within less than a second she gave the accurate answer. Now, these are multiplications calculators are not able to do because the screen is not big enough. There's absolutely no way so many balasants, at least maybe 15 or 20 kids today, are doing this 100% accurate within less than 10 seconds, most of them within 3 seconds. The reason, and the other thing is they're answering trigonometry questions without knowing what trigonometry means. They're doing advanced calculus without having heard the word calculus. One child, my yoga mata, how old is yoga mata?
She's
11, 12. She's 11. One 11-year-old girl was asked to do a multiplication times pi. The answer she wrote down on the paper, actually they were told don't speak the answer, write it down. That way we can really fact check and make sure it's accurate. The answer she wrote down the numbers. Then she asked, what does this symbol mean? The person who verbally asked the question said, that's the symbol for pi. And she looked a little confused, and I heard them explain, pi is a decimal. It's not actually a round thing that you eat. And she said, oh, that's how we know this isn't something they've been trained for and studied. They don't even know what pi is, and they're multiplying pi. Now, the reason I'm saying this is finally the solution, how we can demonstrate Sadashiva's Shaktis, the gift Swamiji is giving all of them in a way that nobody can question. Viewers have questioned me about whether or not I've told people in advance what I'm writing when they do a third eye reading. They've questioned whether or not the kids have somebody feeding the answer into their ear from the stage. Maybe somebody's put a bug or a microphone or something, a receiver in their ear. With these kinds of mathematical questions and the speed with which they're answering them, she was giving answers faster than my computer screen was bringing up the Google answer. What that means is that if any of you guys are skeptics out there, if any of you are scientists, educators, if you work for Mensa, if you're somehow involved with brain research, neurosciences, any of those fields, you are welcome to come do research. I've heard Swamiji make this call. Come study the new species, because you will see unquestionable, undeniable, scientific, hard evidence that every single balasant initiated into this power is able to produce instant results. Another amazing thing that my yoga mata was doing, a lot of you know yoga mata from the video Girl Demonstrates Cool Superpower. Soon I think Shiva Yoga is going to have a similar video. Another cool thing, somebody asked her to write down a list of all the planetary conjunctions for 2017. She did, accurately. Afterwards, somebody asked her, does she study this form of astrology? She said, no, I haven't heard of it. What's really amazing is that in the whole history of humanity, the few individuals who have had superpower or mathematical genius, we know their names. We know their names very clearly. We study them in school. The most recent mathematical prodigy was Srinivas Ramanujan. Srinivas Ramanujan from Tamil Nadu had answers come to him from Ma Lakshmi herself. He would go to the Lakshmi temple in his town, sit under the murti, and she would give him complex mathematical solutions. He proved infinity. He's the only human being ever to do that, which they considered at that time impossible. Today, Swamiji told all of us there's one book, 300 unproven Ramanujan equations. So he downloaded, or he received from Lakshmi, solutions to these formulas without being able to show his work. Because he couldn't show his work, those people in Oxford questioned him, made his life miserable. If you've seen his biography, the documentary, not a documentary, it's actually like a motion picture about his life. I saw it on the plane coming here. They really tortured the poor man. But Swamiji said now his Balasants are going to prove the accuracy of what he downloaded from Lakshmi by getting not only the answers, but also showing the whole work to how those answers are achieved. Swamiji already today announced, get that book, we're going to prove it now. So no time to waste, it's too exciting.
Yes.
Ma, would you like to share anything about your experience with the viewers? What does it feel like when you're doing this? Is it enjoyable? Is it exciting?
Yes.
I know it is.
Yes, it was so exciting, and also it became very easy for us to, and not only that, we're not even need to study anything. We can just see the question and write the answer just like that, whatever the question may be. It's not like age level, like only if you are in the 12th, 11th or 10th, whatever question, if I'm 17, if they give my the college how they are doing the assessment, if they give their question also, we'll be just able to answer all their questions right and left. Like there will be no doubt for us to, like, is it possible for us, or how can we answer all these questions, and we are not even study all these questions. There will be no thoughts or no doubts for us, because we are not manifesting anything. We are just a tool for Swamiji and Sadashiva to flow through us and manifest all these powers. And it's too excited, and we are waiting to get the next answer.
Yes.
Normally, if you see outside school, they will be like, how much time it's there to finish this exam, and they will be like waiting to just run out from the exam hall. But here it's totally different. It's literally like Harry Potter school, and we are just manifesting powers left and right. The possibility, the will persistent, how we are taking it up and just manifesting, not only in powers, even in decision making level, and the maturity that Swamiji insert in us, the thinking level itself will change. Yes, ma'am.
So what I was thinking of doing today was asking Ma Shiva Yoga some questions, getting the answer through the Krista Shila. But then I realized again you guys might have that dirty skepticism. I shouldn't say dirty, maybe it's healthy skepticism, who knows. But you might have the doubt that she had pre-studied or memorized, or that somebody standing behind the camera is showing the answer. So what I've decided we'll do is a YouTube live session. The next time I do a video with Ma Shiva Yoga, we'll do it as YouTube live, or another Balasant, but some Balasant. We'll do YouTube live where you yourself can send the questions. The moment the question appears, we'll put it to the Balasant. They'll give an answer faster than an adult present can Google it. I think that's the only way you can go totally beyond your doubt. I'll schedule this for something like a few weeks from now. That way, it gives all of you time to think of your questions. Don't type your questions as a comment beneath this video, because again, then you'll have the skepticism that, oh, maybe I showed all of them the questions in advance. You decide what you're going to ask. Don't tell anybody. And stay tuned, because I'll announce the date for this video when, as soon as possible. Actually, soon Swamiji is going on a yatra. He's giving Kalpataru Darshan, the boon to fulfill people's deepest desires, deepest prayers. He'll be traveling from Tamil Nadu all the way up to Varanasi. I think from Rameshwaram to Varanasi, so sacred temple towns. And I don't think we'll be able to do the video during the yatra time. So it might be after the yatra, which would be maybe maximum 50 days from now. Or maximum 50 days from the first day of the yatra. In any case, I hope you're all as excited as I am. I know here we're just overflowing with enthusiasm, because nobody knows what Swamiji is going to give us all next. And if you feel like you also want this, Or if you have a child and you want your child to be smarter than the highest level Mensa genius, other schools can promise that they'll take your kid to the highest potential. No other school but Nityananda Gurukul here in Nityananda Pitam, Bengaluru Adinam, can guarantee that your children will manifest Shaktis, manifest powers, and become a new, very much improved species of humanity with Sadashiva's own DNA, to the point that they can be all-knowing, Sarvajnana. So I feel very blessed to sit with you, Ma Shiva Yoga. Thank you for being in my video. Thank you all for watching. You're welcome to leave any question as a comment, as long as it's not the question that you want to ask, to see if you can test the kids. So stay tuned. I look forward to seeing you next time. Nityanandam.